Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am happy to report that the pumpkin is... Whoa. Reminds me of the short that I did there. Did you see the... I did a TikTok. Go over to Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. Here's you're going to love this. You may have seen it. Go to TikTok. Give me a second. It's basically, you can hear me smacking the phone around. So, let me turn it up, and then I'll hear it. That's me. So, give it a like. If you're so inclined, it's all on the socials. It's on Twitter and my tech YouTube and TikTok right there. So give it a like. I'm just like, because like you've done it before, right? You're like, no, don't fall on the ground. No, whatever you do, don't do it. Don't drop it. Oh, by the way, yes, I know. If you look, oh wait, hang on, I gotta go back to this view. One of the pieces. One of the Akbar hands is off the plate, and I'm honestly grateful it was in the position it was, because hey, thank you, TC Jamie, appreciate you resubscribing. As you know, one of the bonuses you get as a subscriber is you can join me in stream as a guest star. If you would like to join me in stream, you just press the guest star button on the profile page. You can join as a guest. I know there are some people that want to keep coming back, but I want to try to keep things fresh. Try to rotate different people in. So there's a bonus. Of course, you get all the emotes. You get all the emotes you want, but you could also join us. Join me on stream as a sub or as a guest star. Hey, that's so nice. There we go. Thank you, Spitting Moon. Spitting Moon could join if they wanted to. And Stephen Poole, now that you're a sub, you can join me as a guest star in the channel. Echo, really? Oh wait, how is that better for the echo? The problem is, I can't effectively manage the desktop sharing and the microphone at the same time. And this is the challenge that I've had with the current setup. Because watch what happens when I turn off my mic.
Jamie just gifted 1 sub.
See, can you hear me? Wait, you can hear me. Never mind. Didn't think you could, but I guess you can. Can you hear me twice or once? Is this the echo? Just the alerts? Oh, the alerts are echoing because the desktop. I know why, because it's the desktop. Sounds like I'm in a can. Let me check the mic. This is the... okay, that should be working. No, the mic is definitely the beacon mic. Just alerts echoed. Sounds like the webcam mic. Really? It shouldn't. Oh, wait. I know why. If I isolate, that should sound better. Yeah, this is perfect. There you go. The alerts, unfortunately, in order for me to hear the alerts, I've got to use desktop audio because I have no other way of controlling the browser sources when I bring guests on. See, there's a fuller shot there. When I bring guests on, there's no other way of adding the separate browser source for audio. I thought they used to make it possible, but like I can use a custom frame rate. Oh, hang on, wait. I can do it. Give me a second.
Monsoon Josh 3D cheered X100 test testing. 1, 2, 3. This is a test. Echo testing and a helpful cheer.
Now, try it. Now, okay, so I did toggle the settings. So theoretically, we are good. Don't you love the testing? Thank you for testing. Thank you for the cheer. Anyway, subs can join. You can make the request as a guest. The only thing that I may start doing is actually specifically inviting people. This is something I've put in a word to possibly get to get a guest lined up for this weekend on MakerDeck, but I may put out the call to other creators who aren't streaming at this time. We may have to test this all night. Yeah, let's test it all night. Why not? Anyway, I think it's a huge bonus to join if you are so inclined.
Spitting Moon cheered X245.
Thank you, Spitting Moon. Very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Because I can invite guests, see? Which is cool.
The _ Silver Sunbeam cheered X100.
Thank you, Silver Sunbeam. Appreciate that. And all that you do. All that everybody does. I got to be careful about who I invite, though, because, you know, if everybody accepts all at once, then I'm screwed. So I figured out how to make it not echoey, and each guest will have their own volume control. The problem with the setup that I have is I use the beacon mic, and every time there's a software update, things go sideways, and I have to redo the audio every single time and can never get it to work perfectly. But theoretically, I've at least mitigated that particular part of the process. So thank you. Thank you for the troubleshooting. It's very kind of you. I had a chance to update to Ventura. I am on Ventura, not Boulevard. Ventura, macOS Ventura. Thought we'd talk about that possibly tonight, especially for all you Mac folk out there. What? Big news though. If you have not yet picked up any MakerDeck merch, 30% off anything and everything in the MakerDeck store. Yes, Ventura dropped today. A few good things, few not so good things, few bugs, a few kinks. I've definitely run into more than a few kinks with a couple of the programs that I use. Microsoft Remote Desktop, I think, needs to be updated based upon a version of Windows. I think there's a Windows bug that now exists. That's not a Mac OS bug.
Royal
but I ended up
X100.
Thank you, Royal Nomi. Very appreciated. Tactile, I am doing well. Very, very happy to see you here. Very happy to see Royal Nomi. Royal Nomi, she's been leaning in on helping line up people to come on to the MakerDeck stream,
100.
which is awesome. We've got a list of people that we'd love to bring on to MakerDeck, but now I'm thinking, I'm looking at that same list saying, if you ever want to, I may ask them just as well. Like, if you ever want to join me on my Twitch channel about one thing or another, let me know, because basically here every day. You know what I'm saying? Fun to talk to people in real time. Fun to talk to chat, certainly. Here is an up close and in-person look at my teal Death Star pumpkin. This, we got a Bugman today? Nice! Fix him, dude. Nice! This is apparently, Diana told me about this, and I can get a cleaner shot here. Diana told me that there's a thing. It's a special thing where if you put a teal pumpkin out on your porch or whatever, it signifies that you're giving away like safe treats, like not like no peanuts or whatever. So like trinkets or toys or whatever instead of just candy. I guess that's the teal. And I had some Polymaker teal some Max, I think it is, that I needed to, I was looking to use, and I'm like, what am I going to use? What am I going to use teal? And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. So this is my overnight print. I wound up going with, I put white, Polyterra white for the lid. The lid does not fit perfectly. I'm a little disappointed in that. I wish, there was either a notch or it was fastened, really well on top. I don't know where the file is, though. On the bottom, it says E3D. I've done searches and everything. This was a file that I had for a while. I just never, I was like, when am I ever going to need a big Darth Vader pumpkin? And then when Diana says, hey, could you get a teal pumpkin? I'm like, oh, yeah. So this is going to be our perennial big pumpkin. Of course, I've got the smaller pumpkins with the pumpkin faces that Fix'em Dude made and the pumpkin pie fighters. So we are definitely getting set on various pumpkins for sure. Teal bucket, anything not edible due to dietary restrictions. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, cool. So we are now doing that. We are now doing the teal thing. Yeah, the color combo, TC Jamie. I was thinking, do I do brown? I'm like, that just wouldn't work well. I'm like, it's teal pumpkin. Like, I don't know. And I kept thinking, I'm like, I think white would be a really nice complement to the teal. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the teal and white. Like, very, very, very happy. Maybe sanding will help. Some sanding. Oh, no. This is the lid, unfortunately, is actually looser. It's actually slightly smaller. I mean, it's not going to fall in, but it wasn't like cut out perfectly such that, it notched into place. You can see grooves on the top part of the lid, but there's no actual grooves in the cutout. So it works. It's fine. Not a complaint. Just it kind of surprised me that it wasn't a perfect fit. So anyway, yeah, we are now Teal Bucket Crew because I think inevitably and indefinitely we're going to be giving out 3D printed stuff here. That is, I feel like that's just, it's fun to do. I mean, I'll be accruing, so much of it over the year, and always have something on hand to hand out to various kids. Of course, I'm getting to know kids, right? And there's pretty soon going to be just this giant, a huge bin of overage. Like these, I'm going through some filament here, so I'm printing the R2D2s, the little Astromechs.
Triple
Venti doing well?
Just resubscribed for 22 months. Hi Chris, did you pre-order the new book by Ashley Eckstein called Star Wars Every Day? A year
Remember,
of activities.
They sent it. I showcased it a few weeks ago. They actually sent it. So I don't need to pre-order it. I have one. Very happy, too. Unfortunately, not autographed, though. Liz says it thinks it means autism-friendly, too. Oh, interesting. Well, I know it's definitely, like, food safe, or, I don't know. I didn't even know it was a thing until Diana explained it. Silver Sunbeam says, might give Ventura a couple days before he updates, just in case. Only problems I usually encounter with macOS updates are issues with film scanners and such. Yeah, I'd imagine peripherals. So I tried Stage Manager, and I don't want to get into it because I was thinking about actually, talking at length about Ventura tonight. I thought that would be a good thing to cover because I've tried a couple of the features. And, I mean, it's been a solid update. I can't complain too loudly. Any issues that I've run into, I believe are software needing to be updated. Few little, just these weird bugs or issues that I don't know if they'll be patched, but Mr. Hass says, hand out 3D printed candy. Well, you could. If you had a 3D printer that printed candy, you could do that. But I probably will not. Yeah, they've released some exclusive Star Wars merch at the parks. Nice. They definitely updated a few things on their website, including a Millennium Falcon cockpit, like a tunnel, but a cockpit. Hey, Krusty's Customs, little cockpit for kids to sit in. And I'm like, oh my god, a Millennium Falcon friggin' cockpit. So we ordered that. That may very well be Jedi's Life Day gift Although I'm debating. I'm like, maybe we hold on to that until like Christmas morning. I haven't decided yet which way we're going to go with that. Hey, Bipolar Bear. Welcome in. Happy to have you. So it was definitely a busy Monday. I've chatted with a few folks about some of the things that I'm dealing with. I'm not gonna commiserate openly about it, but definitely some challenges that need to be overcome, addressed, and I think they will be. I'm not too concerned about it, but surprises. I got hit with a big surprise, huge surprise on Friday, huge, and so today was the first day of dealing with this surprise, and surprise. Oh man, woo, woo. Print more for friends and family than yourself. I don't know if I have a lot of. I mean, I don't have family around here. I don't really have friends around here. I think I print more for the kids, honestly, than I do anybody else, because there's nobody around that I necessarily hang out with. I'm trying to meet the local 3D printing people too. I've been trying. Sorry to hear. Oh, no worries, TC Jamie. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's just learning some new stuff. I'm up for the challenge. Yeah, nobody. Oh, thank you for the tip, Bipolar Bear. Thank you very much. Yeah, YouTube, actually, it wasn't a small redesign. I think it's huge. YouTube went full black on their apps, and I'm grateful. I'm a big believer in just full black. And so they've done that, which is awesome. So YouTube did that, and that's going to be running cross-platform. Oh, by the way, here's an update. I got the new Chromecast, the 4K Chromecast on the Google TV with Chromecast, the update, Android 12 or whatever. And that $50 dongle, which was on sale for like $30 a couple weeks ago, is more responsive. Like they changed something, the software, the Chromecast, the Google TV with Chromecast or whatever, this $50 thing. So I wouldn't say more fluid, but I would say more responsive. Like I feel like it's a snappier experience now since they pushed out the Android 12 update to it. So I'm expecting to see full black on all these things. Oh, we got a Copilot interruption. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to MakerDeck. And my pilot's here, Rob Bank, doing a ghost, which is weird because I can actually see it. I thought ghosts were somewhat invisible, Daddy Wazzy. Doing a dragon egg, not putting a dragon inside the Silver Sunbeam. Doing a print-to-block Landcraft. New series that 3D printing professor is working on. Chem Nerd doing trucks for charity. Omaha 3D prints Land Cruisers for TFT. 3D Musketeers. Wexters, Black Creature from the Black Lagoon. Kevin R is doing a flying ghost, and again you can see the ghost, which is really weird. And we also have local maker MI doing a squirrel nut dish. I hope the squirrel knows that the nuts are going in there. The nuts may be getting printed now. I don't know. How does a squirrel know that their nuts go in the dish? I have no idea. Midnight Smith, we've got a Mega GM box, and we also have SJ Lyons doing an Abimath 2-color keychains. Thank you. I missed the Aziz light. Give me the color. A long time ago. No. Pretty soon after this, I'm probably going to turn off that redemption because unfortunately I feel like I'd be doing it for 10 minutes straight. That's just the way it's been around here lately. Shrug emoji. Here, I'm going to turn on all the lights. Red and blue. I can do it. Stick it in your mouth and try to chew it. No, I don't think I'll do that. Because I don't have my hat. Did you notice I have Fakuk? Fuck is back, everyone.
Spinning Moon cheered X200.
Thank you, Spitting Moon. My fucking cap is back. I could not find my Sith cap. I have a feeling Diana got rid of it. I'm serious, dude. Wasn't her? I mean, I had it one day, threw it on the bed, didn't see it again. I guarantee. I really think Diana. I think she threw it away. It's conspiracy theory. I think she threw it away. But don't you worry. I found one on sale on eBay. Look at my finger. It's in focus. Do you see? Focus on my finger. Focus on my finger. Focus. Royal Nomi says teal bucket, dietary. If you see a kid carrying a blue bucket or a sack, means they have autism. Purple bucket or sack may mean child has epilepsy. Really? Royal Nomi, I'm learning things left and right. Well, the good news is I feel we are a safe house. I've printed some 200% Cali Dragons for like the little ones, like the really little ones. Like I'm like, okay, this is not for the mouth, but there's no way I'm going to give them like the small things. I'm like, no. Here, have a big dragon, because they'd be too small, right? So I'm going to be doing so I've printed out those, or maybe a taller stormtrooper. I'm like, now keep in mind this mommy and daddy, this could break. Keep that in mind. So be mindful of that. How many R2D2 am I printing? Oh, 4 right now. CRS, I'm printing 4. 4 Astromechs. Hey, Astronac. Astronac saw he saw my TikTok. See, look, here's my. See, wait, no, he didn't. Wait, no. GC Laredo saw my TikTok. I think Astronac saw my Instagram. Yeah, there's Astronac. Astronac saw my Instagram reel. See, it's the. See, I post it everywhere. I mean, like, might as well. So I post it everywhere in the hopes that, on one of the platforms it'll take off. That's my hope. TikTok is basically Instagram Reels. Or Instagram Reels is basically TikTok. But the funny thing is that TikTok hasn't been very friendly to me for the past, I don't know why. I guess it could be that my followers got burned. They may be old followers. I got to find new followers or what. But, it unfortunately is what it is. Tis what it is. Hey, speaking of Fix 'em Dude, we got a new emote thanks to Fix 'em Dude. MDeck Coffee. MDeck Coffee is a new animated emote. So there you go. Feel free to use it. I know y'all love your coffee. I can only use it once because I drink decaf. So anyway, new animated emote rolling out from Fix 'em Dude. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope everyone enjoys their coffee every day. And if not, man, I feel for you. I genuinely do. It was hard for me to be in between coffees, but I feel that decaf I'm now used to. Say no to the hot bean juice. No, what? No. What? Woo! Floating. Look at that. I am floating here with the R2D2s. Those are the R2D2s, yeah? The cussing R2D2s. The bleeps. No one uses the bleeps. No one uses my emotes. I see some of them, right? I see some of them, but cold leaf juice. Yeah, I've got some matcha. I bought some matcha, and matcha. I just like saying matcha. 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 Caffeine is supposed to be fizzy with fruity flavor. Sugar. Yeah, we were having a big discussion about emotes today, and I'm like, I mean, people love them, right? They love their emotes, and for the longest time I was thinking, well, what else could I do for subscribers, right? And I feel honestly the guest star feature is the best thing I can do for subscribers. So if you that is an open invitation for everybody. Me, TikTok, my wife, sure, you'd like to be single at 58 after 35 years of marriage. Well, Spitting Moon, couples of TikTok is actually a top trend. And I've been trying to get Diana I tried to get her to do something like, hey, Diana, could you like flip me off? Like in like, here, I'll do the video and you flip me off. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, so I got one hand tied behind my back, and then she doesn't want to get a dog. So I can't do pets of TikTok. So I got another hand tied behind my back. And so I got to rely on my own devices. Yeah, just not on video. Just not on video. Like, come on, just like make it a thing. I'm going to record you. I'm going to upload you to TikTok. I'm going to make you famous and not for the right reasons. What are you going to do? She's smart for not doing the negative things, even as a joke. I don't know. I think it's funny. See, to me, it's an interesting way for couples to bond, right? To do something together like that. I think I see why it works. It works for a lot of people. You don't take yourself seriously. I think I understand why it's a trend. Certainly. I do understand why it's a trend. Your wife found a little Manx kitten on the side of the road. Oh, when I was a kid, we adopted a cat on the side of the road, and Tigger, feral. Like, that cat was from hell. Like, we should have named it Damien, because, like, I'm telling you, that cat. I never got along with cats, though. Oh, he's chill for now, Bipolar Rare. Hopefully that he stays that way. Adopting a male cat is when I learned that cats, and specifically male cats, can spray. Oh, and it stinks. Oh my God. Oh, it stinks. Yeah. But I'm a dog guy. I'm a dog. Oh, she's a cat dog? Oh, that's nice. We have neither. Oh! I watched Hocus Pocus last night. Oh, wow. That was Hocus Pocus. Very interesting. It's interesting to say that I've seen Hocus Pocus, and probably will not be watching Hocus Pocus again. I'm vegan, so I can't eat cheese. I can't even watch cheesy movies. That's against the vegan code. So, yeah, no. And based upon really not liking it, but not liking it, not looking forward to Hocus Pocus 2. Haven't seen number 2. I'm not going to say that number 1 was number 2. Or like number 2, but it was not my kind of movie, honestly. Not my kind of movie. Just not into it. I mean, hey, man, if it's all you, if you love it, man, knock yourself out. Have at it. Have at it. Oop, hang on just a second. Oh, I gotta hopefully Diana fixes that. Hopefully I don't have to do it. Chores, extra chores. We'll see. We'll see where the responsibility lies, where one will fall on top of the other. I honestly, I have nothing to show apart from that pumpkin. I was going to talk about Ventura though. I am wearing, by the way, my if you missed it, didn't see it in social, I'm wearing my shirt, the McDonald's Happy Meal McBoo shirt. Dinah's like, I want the white buckets. I'm like, yeah, but we have like the originals. Like we have like the original McBoo, the buckets, the 3 original pumpkins. Like not before they had the ghost and the witch, we got the vintage. So like, you know, like getting the modern stuff, yeah, it's fun, but like when you can get the vintage stuff, that's the thing. Doug Jones was in Hocus Pocus. Who's Doug Jones? I probably know who it is, but like that the director of Ms. Marvel is going to be directing a top secret Star Wars movie. Well, we don't know that. If it's top secret, that hasn't been confirmed. Have the advantages of having 2 printers outweighed the extra hassle of maintaining 2 so far? Fix and Dude, that's a really good question. Genuinely good question. There has been times where both of them have had their own issues. I'm fine. I believe there are certain things that are better to print on. I mean, not just size-wise, but I find that, and it could be my lack of dialing things in, and knowing what to tweak, but I get different layer line issues with certain filaments, the non-silk filaments on the Prusa Mini that I don't get on the Bamboo. So a lot of my prints, you know, that where I want something, quality, and I know it's going to come out smoothly, will probably be done on the Bamboo. Haven't needed to do a lot of maintaining since I got the new unit, of course. Apart from having problems with filament, not necessarily the printer though. So theoretically, there are certainly benefits of having 2 printers on backup. I find it challenging though to use the Bamboo overnight. Last night was the first time I ran the Bamboo overnight. I could hardly sleep too because I was like, oh, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Because it was a big print, right? It was huge. So it was a 13-hour. And normally, a lot of my prints they're just not that big. So I would say that the benefits have outweighed the drawbacks because I haven't run into issues. Bamboo support has been relatively responsive. So I'm happy with it. I mean, Prusa support has also been very responsive when I needed to replace this particular part because the knob was really off for whatever reason. It just wore down somehow, and could have been due to me turning it too much. I don't know. Either way, replacing it was inconsequential. Pretty straightforward. Like I said, the biggest issue I have with the Prusa is sometimes with different filaments, especially the lighter filaments, the layer lines are really pronounced. So, and if it's not silk, right, it's a bigger issue. But like right now, I mean, these droids are printing, just fine. The blue, I'd already had some blue Astromechs, but I was trying to think through, what else I could print with these, with the remaining filaments. And I'm at the point now with whatever remains. I want to do an overnight with the little figures. I hope I don't run out of filament, but it is entirely possible that I will. So I don't know if I want to risk doing that overnight with this particular printer. So don't expect a lot of overnights on the Bamboo. But yeah, I mean, I feel that it hasn't been too much of a hassle. More than anything, you just got to think through, what do I want to print? How fast do I need it done? What quality? How big is it? So it's all relative, right? I like having the option though. I like having the option. I will say that the Bamboo does produce slightly. This is not a slag, and again, I may not have it dialed in, but the Bamboo has consistently printed smoother than the Prusa. Could be because of the heat, melting the PLA the way it does. And that could also be something that I could adjust here, but I also run the risk of a clogged nozzle with a greater risk of a clogged nozzle with the Prusa. There have been some models that do not fare well on the Bamboo. I've tried and it could be because of the speed. I've tried the little lizards. The Bamboo does not like the little lizards. Maybe I'll have to do the 2 lizards tonight. I think I've got enough of the blue for that. I don't know if I have enough for the little miniature figures. At least you can monitor from better. Yeah, I did that. It does detect run out. Yes, Fix 'em Dude. It did that once, and I'm very grateful it did. I'm very grateful. I don't have that sensor on my Prusa. I didn't get that option when I got it. So I've been grateful to have both of them at my disposal. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm sorry, everybody. Give me a minute. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Just had to do something there. Thank you for your patience. That was a heart attack and a half. Oh my God. I gotta calm down. I'm just like, breathe. Oh, jeez. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, I'm posture checking. Okay, I'm fine. I'm posture checking. Thank you for dropping. Oh man, my heart was all over the place. Thank you for the stretch, Max. I can't get into what's going on, but suffice to say, man, I was just like, what? Oh, jeez. Oh man. Oh my God. I'm shaking. I am literally shaking. Hang on. Hang on just a second. I guess I'm not done. Okay. One thing I wanted to talk about tonight, now that one of these prints is done, I was going to talk about Ventura, the new Mac OS, because I thought it'd be a fun topic. Thank you for bearing with. I was really, woo. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's normal. How are you? That should be good for tonight. I think my overnight's going to be the two lizards, the articulated lizards. That should mostly take me through the rest of this blue. See, when I get this low, I'm just not going to put I'm not going to put that back. There's no way. Like I'm just going to go all the way through it. I know some people won't get rid of it, but I absolutely will. Alfredo, nice. That's a good sauce. Found some vegan Alfredo. It's pretty good. Hang on. Where is... Let's do Ventura. Shall we? Shall we play a game? What a night. What a day. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything should be fine. It's just... I'm not going to say anything. Everything should be fine. Certain things that... Let's talk about Ventura, shall we? Let's do that. On to happier topics. The Bamboo is printing some figures, some like articulated figures. I'm doing a 9 Num and an Akbar in the teal Polymaker teal. Because I have just a little bit of that left too, and I was like, I'll just do a couple of figures here. Why not? And I didn't have those, and I'll have to reprint. I think the hand and possibly that head when all is said and done. Possibly. Yes, indeed. The Polymaker teal spool. That is it. That's good. All right, Ventura. I've got my notes. And feel free to chime in, because what I'm going to do is I'll add your comments basically at the tail end, if you don't mind. I think that worked out really, really well last time I did something like this. Oh, thank you, Spitting Moon. Appreciate your support. All right. Hello, Gal. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I was recording. Oops. Testing. Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and macOS Ventura has rolled out, virtually at least. I've been using it for a whole few hours now. And I remember back in the day when operating system upgrades used to cost money. Well, macOS Ventura is a free upgrade, so long as your system is compatible. Mine happens to be. I was nervous about this upgrade for a couple of reasons. The primary reason was the new system preferences. They've basically redone everything, stem to stern. I'm sorry, it's no longer called system preferences. It is now system settings. And on macOS, they look and feel a lot like they do on iOS. I was concerned about the usability, but I'm happy to report that for the most part, at least with my current usage, it's been fine, with maybe a caveat or two. And so I thought I would talk about my experience, good and bad, with it for the past day. For the most part, I would say good. I don't feel the need to roll back, this stage. Any kind of bugs that I might have run into could be written off as, well, this is just an initial glitch. I've either found workarounds or, expect software to be updated at some point. Theoretically, you can never pin hopes on that. I will say that I did run into a similar bug before I upgraded to Ventura, specifically with a piece of software that I use. That needs to be updated. And I think that's actually in relation to Windows being updated. But I use Mac software to connect to Windows machines. So there's a glitch, but that's not OS or Mac OS Ventura's problem. So in terms of the good, and you may have your own ideas of what's good and what's bad, but continuity camera is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Mind you, I have been using Reincubate Camo, and I still recommend Reincubate Camo as a way to connect, even wirelessly now, either an Android camera or an iOS camera to either macOS or Windows. So it's still cross-platform. It also pushes 60 frames per second. There's a lot more tweaking that you can do with Reincubate Camo than you can with Continuity Camera. But Continuity Camera is a feature where if you've got an iPhone or an iOS device connected to your Mac, it'll pick it up as a webcam, right? And works really, really well. You can even toggle portrait mode, studio lighting, and I think even the what do they call it? I'm blanking. I'm going to look at the control panel right now. Center stage. You can even toggle that. You could use it in any application that would normally take advantage of a webcam, like FaceTime or QuickTime Player or wherever. And it works really, really well. I only ran into one snag. When, oh, hang on, we got a raid. I've got to interrupt this and try it again, but we've got a raid. So let me pop over. Sorry, I don't want to be rude. Hey, everybody, we've got a raid. Thank you. Is it, hang on, why is my raid trigger not working? What's this? I've been raided? Wow! Look at everybody who's joining us here. Welcome, Raiders! Hi, I'm Chris Pirillo. I love geeking out here every night at 6 p.m. Pacific, just chatting, so feel free to join the conversation. Follows are free. Love to have you here. Welcome to my play shop. Welcome, Raiders! Hello! How are thou? Ryan56K, thank you so much. Let's give a shout out, if we have not already. Shout out to Ryan56K. What were you doing tonight? Oh, you were doing is that, am I saying this right? Tourmaline? Never ask me words from your profession. I know diamond and gem. I can handle gem. You were gemming. Is that the activity? Gemming? Can I make that the gerund? You were gemming? You were gemming it up? Well, Ryan is a gem of a streamer. And if you've not followed Ryan, you should be. Because it's really, I mean, come on. You've walked past how many gem stores in your life. You ever wonder how they get made? Or at least some of them? By hand. And you can see Ryan doing them by hand live on Twitch. So I would say Ryan is an absolute must follow if you are a maker. Ryan, let me say, I've got an open invitation. At some point in the future, I would love to bring you on to MakerDeck and actually interview you on MakerDeck on Saturdays or Sundays around noon. Ryan, I'm extending that invitation to you as a fellow creator, as a maker. I think it'd be fantastic to chat with you for an hour or so over there. So this is an open invite. I'm gonna write your name down as a possibility. If you're interested, if you'd ever be interested in chatting with me there, of course, I also have guest stuff happening on this channel too, with the guest star. I don't know if you've seen the guest star. You appreciate that? All right. Well, I'm gonna write it down. We can work on a date. It can be a date, Ryan, because I'm in the process of lining up folks that I want to know more about for sure. Just have to figure out a date. No, I hear you. We can figure that out. We can figure out the date. We can nail the date. The hardest part sometimes is just finding the right people, and I feel you are the right people. So I appreciate the raid. Appreciate you coming in here. I was right in the middle, and I'll redo it. I was talking because I was like, okay, well, I've done everything that I was hoping to do at this stage. You just got an ad. Oh, no! Ryan got an ad. I gotta wait. Oops. He got an ad. Sorry. If you have to bounce, I get it. If you have to bounce, I get it. Oh, no. If you have to bounce, I get it. There. Okay. There. Okay. I replied to Ryan because I'm not sure when the ad is going to go off. When the ad is going to get turned off. The timing for ads is never perfect. Ever. But he gets it though. He gets the ad thing. Being a fellow creator, being a fellow streamer. I hope he does not feel obligated to sit through the ads. I wish Twitch offered more granular control over that stuff, honestly. Because it'd be a lot easier to manage, especially with certain people. Because I can't expect everyone to have turbo. Shoot, you need. Okay, no worries. No worries, Ryan. I assume you're gonna flail. No worries, I can do that. I can get that down. All right, let me. Quick and easy. Ryan 56K. I'm gonna stick you to the top. Thank you so much. Even if you have turbo, you may still get ads. Oh, okay. Will do. I don't know if Liz gets ads. Liz has got turbo. I don't think she gets ads. I could be wrong. Monsoon Josh doesn't get ads. He's got turbo. Every time I hear the word turbo, I think of what was it? What was the movie? It was not Ralph Breaks the Internet, but the first one, Wreck-It Ralph. Turbo, don't go turbo. Remember that? You don't want to go, whatever you do, you don't want to go turbo. Depends on the website. I don't know about that. That's an account level thing, big fan. So I don't think it would be contingent on the website. Just getting my little Astromechs set up or getting them going for the kids on Halloween. These would be little fun giveaways. Or at least I hope they'll be fun. I hope the kids will appreciate them. Probably going overboard, but the nice thing is I can always, if we have too many of them, so to speak, and I keep printing them, I can always stack them up for Jedi's classes, so that Jedi can bring these things into schools, or the school, not schools. Ooh. Y'all have the problem of filament flying everywhere when you do this, when you're like removing supports. No wonder y'all do it in the garage. In safer environments. Ow, ow, ow. I always worry that I'm going to break these, which I don't want to do, especially after I just printed them. Getting them loose sometimes is a bit of a challenge. Ooh, that one's like fused. Ow. We'll move back to the Ventura conversation in just a second. We're going to restart it. Thank you for your patience. It's been one of those kind of nights. My heart, seriously, my heart was all over the place. It could not handle it. It could not handle it. There we go. Boy, I feel this one was tough. This one must have had some weird print stuff going on inside. Sometimes they get like rough yeah, like it even got the first layer was a little chewy as well. I may have to like clean the plate before printing tonight and just redoing the ooh, gotta be careful not to break the leg. Redoing the glue stick, the Magigoo, which has worked. I mean, it's worked well. Yeah, I think I mean, it's definitely fused, but man. Hey, thank you, Creative Bear. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for your... Oh, no, crap. I did break the leg. Dang it. Well, maybe if I broke it. But I feel I can fix that. If I can just get the head turning, but I don't know if I... Oh, there. Okay, I got the head to turn. I broke the leg. I broke R2-D2's leg. But I can glue that back into place. I mean, it's going to a kid, you know. These things are these are trinkets that might break. Doctor? Well, thank you, Fine Dope. I don't think I'm a doctor. Nowhere near it, actually. Give me a second. I'm gluing the R2-D2 strut that I broke in trying to get a piece to play nicely. But it'll go to a kid and the kid won't know. Put that there. Glue is your best friend. So well, that shouldn't break again. Theoretically. All right. Now, back to the Ventura conversation, shall we? Well, that was nice. Ryan, I'm like, yes, let's talk to Ryan. Let's have Ryan on as a guest. Why not? I did actually, big fan, and I tweeted about it from Star Wars Radar today. I did. Thank you for asking. Of course. Naturally. I gotta put that on there. Oh, that's not what I need. Thank you, Bipolar Bear. All right. We're going to let that finish printing, and we're going to talk macOS Ventura. For real. For real this time. Is it recording? It is. Okay. Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and I have been using macOS Ventura for a few hours now. I was happy to see the update because I remember back in the day when operating system updates cost money. Well, not all the operating system updates, but certainly new operating systems could be different. And I would say different enough that operating system versions and releases could very well be warranted, right? Not just minor bumps in features and functionality. Over time, and maybe it's just my age, I get nervous when a new OS comes down the pike, no matter who makes that OS, because there are changes that come with it. Hopefully, most of those changes would be good, but I was nervous because I was already having issues with Mac OS in a couple of areas that I'll get into. I thought I'd talk about the good and the bad in my experience with Mac OS Ventura. So far, I was not running the beta, wasn't going to be doing that. Some of y'all are daring, hey, knock yourselves out. Me, I play it safe, so I waited. The good, as far as I'm concerned, the number one feature isn't even Stage Manager at all. Like, I used Stage Manager, I tried it, I toggled it on, because you can do that really, really easily from the menu bar in your control center, or whatever the hell they're calling that section. And I tried it, and I'm like, yeah, no. I have multiple monitors here, and it worked, it was nice, but I guess the way that I'm used to window managing, especially with multiple monitors, I don't really need that feature. Now, when I'm driving a single screen, it may be viable to use something like this particular feature, Stage Manager, their tentpole feature. But to me, that's not the good of Ventura. The good, if not the best part of Ventura, only comes if you have an iPhone. Like, if you don't have an iPhone, I feel you're missing out on the best part of Ventura, and that's Continuity Camera. And I haven't even taken advantage of everything that Continuity Camera has to offer, right? The idea of Continuity Camera brings re-incubate camo-like features to macOS, meaning you can mount your connected device, your iOS device, as a webcam, directly connected to your Mac, and it'll pull it up. And you can even use features like portrait mode or what do they call it? Stage lighting. And there's another feature, center stage. So you can turn on all those features right there natively as a webcam. Better than any webcam you could probably buy these days for, just a simple, straightforward single webcam view. Reincubate Camo, again, I've got to say this, is still my favorite because Reincubate Camo has more features and functionality, pushes higher FPS, especially for recording and broadcasting. And I can use it on macOS, Windows, with Android or iOS. Plus, I can use Reincubate Camo over Wi-Fi, not just a direct connection. I haven't picked up the mount for the back of the Mac yet, but I do have it on order because with that, it more directly connects without being, I guess, wired. It connects somehow to your Mac that way when it's attached to the back of your screen, much like, in the same position of a traditional webcam on a laptop screen. But just trying it, I'm like, whoa, the quality. Oh, chef's kiss. It was so good. I'm like, wow. Like, you have no idea what you're missing until you've used your webcam or your phone as a webcam. So if you don't have that feature and you want it, if you're on Windows or you don't have an iPhone, Reincubate Camo is a solution. I'm still going to be using it. I'm still going to be running it for all the aforementioned reasons. But Continuity Camera was, as far as I'm concerned, magical. I did run into some issues, and it could have been that it got picked up by some software and the hook that tied into it caused a lockup or a freeze. It didn't quite work as expected, so I had to log out and relog in, and then the glitch cleared up. Could be a bug in the release. I don't know. I only ran into that particular issue with it, though. This is probably my favorite part of this operating system so far. Continuity Camera is awesome, but I run multiple external monitors. These monitors push high frame rates, right? So I have, I accidentally toggled Siri on my desktop. How did I do that? Oh, macOS Ventura. And the problem I have with these screens, not because of the high refresh rate, it's they use adaptive refresh rate. And older versions of macOS would constantly fall back on the adaptive refresh. And that would be a problem because the screen would flash. It wouldn't toggle correctly when I wanted to connect to it. Every time I turned on the monitor, I'd always have to go into System Preferences, which is now called System Settings, and toggle it and say force 144 hertz. macOS Ventura defaults to 144 hertz, not using adaptive rate. So they finally seemingly fixed the bug. Like at login, it goes to 144, and I'm able to go flip to that particular that input, whether it's DisplayPort or USB-C, and it goes right to the high refresh without going to adaptive. So that's going to potentially save me so much time and frustration. So that was a bug, a huge bug. I'm not the only one who's run into it that they fixed. So good on you, Apple. I'm glad you did that. And again, I've only been using it for a few hours, but in testing, they fixed the problem that I was running into. The system settings layout is different. It's very much like iOS in terms of feel. I don't really have a strong feeling one way or another. System preferences, now system settings, needed to be rebooted. This seems like a decent upgrade. Finding where various settings are may be a challenge, but of course the inline search reminds you a lot of the way the iOS search has been. You could also search for system settings from within Spotlight, and go directly. Although sometimes when I've searched for something within Spotlight, it jumps me to the pane, but not specifically to the feature within that particular pane. That's not really a pane. It's not as direct as I feel it could be, the search and the search results. But it's going to take some new muscle memory. But, once you got things set up, for the most part, it should be fine. I have reduced motion turned off because I find that I'm able to get in and out of things quicker. I like the fading of animation, specifically in my use case when I go full screen with apps rather than the sliding around, and I see some screen tearing even on ProMotion display. So system settings, I'm not going to say it is a huge upgrade. I'm not going to say it's a huge improvement. It's just different at this point. Love the weather app. Would certainly love it more. Would I be able to turn off the My Location feature? Because the only way the My Location feature works is if you're on Wi-Fi. If you're directly connected by way of Ethernet and you don't have Wi-Fi turned on, you can't remove My Location. You can't remove it. You can't delete it. And the only way to get the My Location weather in the weather app is to turn on Wi-Fi. So it's constantly just this nil at the top of the weather app. And like, it's annoying, but how often am I going to be getting into the weather app? Probably not terribly often. It's just nice to have a weather app on the desktop. Hopefully they'll update it so that you can remove the My Location at some point in the future, especially for those of us who aren't using Wi-Fi. I know we're really weird, I guess. But I loved when I had when I was testing reduced motion, having it turned off, or I guess having motion turned on. I love the animation of the rain falling and bouncing off the elements. A lot of detailed information. It's easily, I see myself going into the weather app frequently enough when I want to see forecasts. A lot of good detailed information from the desktop. The clock app, yes, not that I'm going to be using it that often. Most of the way I set my alarms anymore, not on the desktop, but my watch, because I always have it on me. Even when I'm sleeping, my alarms always get set here. I'm like, set my alarm for blah, 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 and then I'm good to go. So a lot of good to be found in macOS Ventura. There are some other apps that you might use that I don't use, like the Mail app or Messages that, will be awesome for you. I don't know what your favorite feature happens to be. Just curious to know. But those were the ones that really jumped out at me as the good. Now the bad, Stage Manager. Granted, it's not Stage Manager on the iPad. Oh man, I have not heard good things about that at all. The Stage Manager works, but on multi-monitor systems, which is my typical use case, not as useful. In fact, the window, when I had Stage Manager running with all the desktops or all the screens on, just to try it, in trying to move the window into Stage Manager, it glitched and it like flashed it splashed on the other screen. I'm like, yeah, this is off. I'm done. Like, nope. Like, nope. Not going to do it. Not going to have this as an issue, because when you're multi-monitor, it's an issue because it thinks are you moving it to the second screen? Or are you moving it to Stage Manager? It flashed. I'm like, no, I'm done. But I will probably use Stage Manager when I am just on the single screen, which isn't that often. I feel it will be a benefit specifically on macOS, single screen macOS devices, but multi-monitors, not so much. I already mentioned the weather location issue, a small issue. One other thing that I've run into, and maybe you know how to turn this off. If you do, please let me know, because it's somewhat annoying. I use Spotlight. I used to use Alfred way back in the day. Not so much anymore, but in searching for something, for some reason, and I looked through all the check marks and all the check boxes, developer things show up. Like if I search for, let's see here, auxiliary, I don't know, search the web, no, let's search for Jedi. For some reason, developer shows up. I searched for Jedi, and a developer section shows up. I'm like, what is up with that? Like, why did that happen? I mean, you get photos now, that's cool. I turn those on, but like, why do I have a developer section? Where do I turn that off? Like, I don't have it indexed documents. I don't want to see documents or emails or any of that crap. Usually I search for things to search the web. It's a quick, easy way of Googling or searching the web, or potentially even searching Finder, searching settings, bookmarks. I don't really use it because I don't use Safari. But why do I have developer showing up in Spotlight? There's no toggle for it in the settings. And I've looked. I'm like, what am I missing? Why is developer? I wasn't on the beta. I don't have any developer tools installed to my knowledge, but it was there. So there are some things that don't quite work the way I think they should, or I've come across a couple hiccups, but I'm running Like, I'm relatively problem-free, or any problems that I've run into have been, either mitigated, or I figured out, oh, this is what it's trying to do, like the Wi-Fi issue with the weather app, or specifically the continuity camera not working at one point, and I had to log out and re-log in, and it was fine. Glitches that could very well be cleared up at some point in the future. I don't know if that continuity camera is going to be a problem, an impediment for me moving forward. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be using it. I have it turned on right now because I have guest star turned on for Twitch. So if you're a subscriber on Twitch, you can join me as a guest star in my live videos. Not that a lot of subscribers are taking advantage of that right now, but it's nice to have it there as an option. And I already have the iPhone that I'm using as a camera connected to Reincubate Camo. So I've got more flexibility with macOS Ventura than I had before. Relatively hassle-free. It was a pretty fast update. Once I was able to download it, I was kind of surprised. I'm like, that actually updated quicker than I was expecting. Like, I thought it would take a lot longer than it actually did. But for the most part, yeah, I would say this was a really solid upgrade. I'm hoping that the glitches will be addressed. I'm not sure what you all feel about it. The good, the bad, the ugly. Did you have any other bugs that you had on previous versions of macOS fixed that you you didn't see in a changelog, but suddenly things that weren't working suddenly work? I'm so happy about the multi-monitor adaptive refresh rate glitch being addressed, because that is every day I've been dealing with that. Every day for the past year. So to not deal with that bug anymore, I hope, keeping my fingers crossed. Keeping my fingers crossed. Oh, thank you, big fan. Did you find a link to help fix my problem? Thank you. There's no way to uncheck. Yeah, exactly. Change Spotlight preferences on Mac. Okay. Okay, where, but here's the problem is I can't, if I look, okay, so I look for Jedi. The problem is this XML document is in a subfolder that I'd never navigate to. So, like, the only way of effectively turning it off is to turn off all folder issues, all folder locations. This is just stupid. And I'm not the only person to have this complaint. Seriously, it's kind of stupid. You can still exclude those files, but that doesn't make any sense. You can exclude a location, but, like, they're all over the place. How are you supposed to exclude a location when they're all over the place? That literally makes no sense at all. That's myopic at best. Oh, hang on. Astronax, build a droid. Coins. Sorry, Astronac, I probably missed you heading out to at Downtown Disney. Always build me a droid. Always build me the figures. I will take those happily. Happily take those figures. So this video, I'm probably going to be posting to the YouTubes potentially tomorrow. I was hoping my the other the fun little video I did was gonna take off, but I don't think it will. YouTube does a better job with it than TikTok has been flatlining me. I can tell you that much right now. Hey Sam, good to see ya. How you doing? Shout out to Sam Woodall. Shout out. You want someone with insight, with skills well beyond my own, with video editing and platform understanding. Sam is a must follow, a must listen. He also gives out advice freely to folks on his channel, active on both YouTube and Twitch. Hey Sam, what do you think about the Twitch guest star feature? I love it. I'm a huge fan. I'm eating it up. You know, Sam, I stopped being a Whovian in the middle of Capaldi. That's when I tuned out. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm done. I couldn't do it. After Capaldi, I was just like, but then again, Tennant's my doctor. So I have not come close. YouTube's working on something similar for mobile. Yes, actually, I've got a beta of that. There's a beta app that works. but I haven't used it on YouTube specifically. YouTube Discovery is, and I'm experimenting. I launched a new tech only YouTube channel now. Here, look, there's the link, and it's going well enough. I'm playing with shorts and what have you, but certainly the more direct options that I have would be fantastic. Because I love being able to bring people. We've done it a couple of times now. I feel I have to put a little more production around it and inviting people specifically on given nights, but. I should watch the latest episode. Yeah, but I've completely missed all of what was our previous doctor? What was her? See, I didn't watch, so I'm like, I can't. Jody? Was that her name? If you said it, I'd be like, yeah, that's her name. Yeah, but I haven't done it. Oh, you missed Jody's too. Interesting. See, I completely it flew right past me. So Capaldi, I tuned out. Smith wasn't my doctor. Smith, I was just like, I was like, okay. Tennant was it. Tennant was it. Yeah, a lot of people complained about the writing, Sam. So that's one of the reasons I just kind of faded away. I'm just like, it's not doing it for me. I'm like, I'm not so much of a Whovian. I guess I really no longer can consider myself a Whovian. Like, even when, like, there was nothing else on, I wasn't interested in tuning in. Trust me, you're gonna. Oh, is there Tennant? Does Tennant? Okay, Sam. I will watch. I will tune in. I think I saw some scuttlebutt on Twitter. I'm all caught up on most of my shows. I just started. What is it on Amazon? The Peripheral. That's pretty fun. That's fun. I haven't yet watched all of or the rest of Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon. So I've got to watch that episode tonight. Very much looking forward to that. Going to be over a year before the next episode. Oh, of Doctor Who? Okay, thank you, Kevin. Do I care for sport? Yeah, I'd rather avoid spoilers. I wanted to watch last night, but we decided late at night to watch Hocus Pocus. I feel my time would have been better spent watching anything else. But now I can say I've seen Hocus Pocus. I can die with that satisfaction. But there's so many good streaming shows on these days. Like, this is where Netflix, I feel, is kind of scrambling. Like, they're wondering why no one wants to tune in. I'm like, well, improve your stuff. Get better shows. Like, rarely do I want to browse Netflix. Rarely. Like, is it good or is it Netflix good? And Netflix good is a lower bar, unfortunately. It's just not... There's some good shows on Netflix, but not enough. Like HBO Max, I feel like, okay, I can get into more of it. Apple TV Plus, absolutely. I started Bad Sisters because I heard enough about it. I'm like, okay, let me give this a shot. I've seen one episode. I'm like, okay, I get the premise. I think this might be worth following for a little bit. It may take a while to get into, though. Bad Sisters. DM you? Okay, Sam. I promise you. I pinky promise. Pinky promise. I will do that. It's been a while since we've chatted, actually, Sam. I'd love to have you on my stream one night if you'd like to talk creators here. I'd love to do that. I mean, I love guest star. I love this feature. I've been waiting for it since the days of Ustream, dude. I love the feature. Plus, Sam, we're MakerDeck made partner. MakerDeck made partner last week. Just after 6 months, we made partner, which is awesome. So very happy to report that. And every Saturday or Sunday, I'm also interviewing creators and makers specifically. But I'd love to have you on, Sam, to chat about all this stuff. Currently 3:30 a.m. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry. The time, oh, yeah, so may have to drag you into MakerDeck. We'll figure it out, Sam. We can coordinate something. But not at 3:30 in the morning. You need to get to bed. You need to get some sleep. And I need to go grab my see which parts I need to reprint tomorrow. I'm not gonna do anything on the bamboo overnight because I think that's had it. Okay, let's end those requests. Keep the requests turned on. Yes, I know requests. It's amazing. What nerd sleeps on? Don't ask me. I tried. I failed. I get better. I get up on time. In fact, today I didn't need to get up as early as I did, but I still did because of the routine. Because our daughter did not have school. So I didn't have to get up. But the problem is my body, my rhythm. I'm like, I'm up, I'm moving, I'm going. Having a child makes it easier to keep a routine? Somewhat. I mean, there's definitely sometimes that, you kind of got to go with the flow. But certainly having a bus time and a wake up schedule and that kind of routine, I feel has been helpful for sure. So anyway, since last we spoke, MakerDeck got partner last week, and I launched a tech channel. I probably suck, Sam, so please, judge, but don't be too harsh. I'm working on my thumbnail game. I'm not an expert, clearly, but I'm trying. It already has, it's been out for a little over a month, 2,000 subs, which is pretty decent. I probably need to hire someone who could help make it what it could be. I don't know who that person would be, but I know Patty just launched a YouTube, like a job board of sort of ytjobs.com or something like that. And I'm like, that's interesting. Oh, ads. Never mind. Go to bed, Sam. Don't stick for the ads. I'm saying it. If you ever feel the need to bop out because of ads, do it. Don't stick around for my benefit. Don't. Do not. Because I know I understand. I totally understand. I totally get it. I totally feel you. Okay, fine, Sam. Then stick around. Stick. All right. Stick through the ads. Sam gets it. He's a fellow creator. He's gonna die on a hill. Every time someone says that, you know what runs through my head? The Benny Hill theme song. That's the song that runs through my head. Just telling you. Just letting you know. That's okay, Sam. I think we were just getting ready to raid over, seeing who's streaming right now, who possibly have not raided in a bit. We owe a raid to Chimeri. Buana's chatting, but is he taking a break right now? Oh wait, hang on. He's showing Jay's 2 cents on his stream. Well, that's an ad. Is that an ad? It says ads are running. But that's not an ad. That's weird. Oh, it's an ad countdown timer. Is that what it is? I'm not sure what Buana's got here, but it looks like he's tuned in watching somebody else. That would be a weird. It'd be a weird raid over. Pez Johnson doing pinball, although I think it's been a while, but I think Chimeri, he's doing Pokemon. So if you're into, I know a lot of y'all are into Pokemon. Unless anybody has any other recommendations, I'm thinking Chimeri because again, fellow Star Wars fan. You like Pokemon? Well, Buana doesn't seem to be there right now, which is really weird. He's playing somebody else's video. He may be doing another streamathon or whatever they call them. Well, thank you for the link to the crafters there. Witchy vibes. Sewing things. Sorry, Sam, we're just looking for a raid target. Sam, if you have a recommendation for someone you like that I may not know, a fellow maker, fellow creator, fellow geek, shoot him out. We may say hello. Because right now I'm thinking of rating someone who rated us the other day, Chimeri, who's a fellow fan of Star Wars, and he's doing some Pokemon stuff, of which I know nothing about at all. Nick, Brick and Nick. Oh yeah, no, I know Nick, and he was just on Lego Masters, which is awesome. I've got him on a short list to bring in to chat about making too. Chimeri's chat is popping, so he's definitely heavily engaged. I love that. Yeah, I don't know all the Brick streamers. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of the Brick streamers. Though I'm usually not bricking. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Sam. That's cool. Nick seems like good people. I had him on my short list to bring in onto a MakerDeck interview. Potentially even as a guest star here in this channel, too. So, Zombie Hedgehog. Zombie's a good raid target, but we did raid him recently, and we owe Chimera a raid. So I want, and now that if he's streaming at the same time, I kind of want to return the favor before it slips my mind. Oh, he's Canadian. Well, that's the Commonwealth, right? Well, Sam, see, I don't know. Do you get this shirt? The Halloween. Oh, Sam, I got to ask you. Actually, you're here. No, you go to bed, but I'll have to ask you offline. We ran into some issues with Stream Beats, and you may or may not know, but we can play it. We were able to play it live, Stream Beats live on MakerDeck, but the moment those videos slipped to VOD, Twitch would constantly say, you may have a copyright issue, and we're going to mute this song, which is just weird. I'm like, but I thought... So maybe Stream Beats are not safe for VODs? Because that's all we downloaded directly. Harris Heller's, like, his direct content. I'm like, okay, we got it directly from the drive. Twitch was, like, flagging left and right. Not copyright infringement, but saying it's possible copyright infringement. So before, when we were on our path to partner, we could not, and we have not been able to play any stream-safe music because we archive, right? We do the VODs. And it did not, Twitch did not like, and we couldn't file anything because it wasn't a copyright claim. Twitch things, muted VODs happen if it picks up similarities. Well, I don't feel bad about doing it as long as we're not going to get flagged and knocked off. Because, like, we just made partner. The last thing I'd want to do is make partner and then just lose it immediately because Twitch decides that music that was allegedly stream safe is not VOD safe. So we kind of backed off from using the Stream Beats. It's too nerve-wracking. So we've been looking for a good alternative to using that, specifically live, but also for VODs. Yeah, while I have you on the line, that has been a burning question, finding something that works. Because I thought, oh, stream safe. Fine, we'll just do this. Nope, I don't want to risk it. But I know of a way that allows you to stream with the music, but doesn't save it to VOD. I run past you when we have some time to chat and troubleshoot. Yeah, Sam. Consider it done. Put a dog ear. Earmark that. Earmark? Dog ear? Dog ear the page. Because we'd be interested. Sometimes on MakerDeck, though, we have voices, like we're talking, we're chatting. But if we're using StreamYard, because it's the only thing that allows us to do, well, there's a few at Restream. StreamYard, we're looking for StreamYard alternatives, but we don't run it on the desktop. We run it on StreamYard. We paid for it and everything, but we're looking for potentially something better than StreamYard that allows for more than 10 people and maybe more options, but I'm not sure that exists. Restream, maybe, but they never got back to us, and we're kind of an extreme case. Yeah, but Guest Star would not work for MakerDeck. This is a MakerDeck problem. Even Twitch Stream Music asks you not to publish or stream safe music in VODs. That's what I'm saying. Like, so we're kind of screwed for VODs. And we're going to turn VODs on. Like, because I was like, we didn't have them on for a while because of the copyright flags. Well, they weren't copyright flags, but potential warnings. And we needed to have VODs on for partner. And that was the impediment. Cause, like, we really wanted to have fresh music. And it just did not work. People watch the VODs, though. So there's no way we're turning off the VODs. I was surprised. Ping? Yeah, you can send links. You can send links, Sam. Yeah, we don't want to be tied to a desktop or OBS or anything like that. It's got to be remote. Oh, yeah, I know Ping. Yeah, I know the developer. It wouldn't work. I've talked to Theo? Is that the guy's name? Theo? He actually showed me a demo of it. Now, I'm not saying that Twitch Guest Star is going to put Ping in jeopardy, but that said, the moment I saw Guest Star, I'm like, oh, that's Theo's thing. Oh. So, yeah, I asked him, I'm like, hey, this is what we're doing with it. Would Ping be an option? He's like, no, it would cost way too much. I'm like, yeah, that won't work then. So we're stuck. Yeah, I bet he's not happy, Sam. I bet he's not happy at all. Well, Sam, time to pivot. Pivot, dude. I mean, Here's my suggestion for him. I mean, I'll drop him a line too. I'm like, here's how I'd pivot. I'm not joking, Sam. What we've done with this has been nothing short of awesome. Like with MakerDeck, right? Hey, Westery One, we were able to get partner with this stream. 24/7 makers. We made partner after 6 months of 24/7 constant making. And to me, the shortcoming is that we have to work within the I'm going to write that down, Sam. Because what I need and what I would want to build as a creator advocate, as someone who's a product manager, and what I would pitch to work on with Theo is this. A service that lets anybody create their own MakerDeck. So imagine instead of just like, we've got a lot of 3D printers and it's open to makers. So sometimes people do like turning, their wood. Imagine you've got a woodworking channel that you want to launch. Well, you can go to StreamYard, but StreamYard is optimized for more people just chatting dynamically, right? It's not optimized for what MakerDeck needs. And so if there was a live streaming service that ran like, what he's got, that would be, basically I would love to make it so that anybody could launch their own MakerDeck. But you could do it for people who love building Lego, people who love building PCs together, people who love building keyboards together, people who love, turning wood together, people who love, crafting together, people who love, and they're not, no one's talking really, no one's interacting, but there are times that we open up the mic and talk. But the idea is it would be so much easier to manage something like this if it was on a service that understood that specific need. And we've shown a use case where we've got a viable channel in MakerDeck. We got partner and we worked at it. Like there was no slouching, we weren't just like taking a back seat. It's MakerDeck here. MakerDeck right there. It's legit. Like chat is active. We have to use Discord for balancing backstage. We have to work within the limitations of StreamYard. So we can only have 9 or 10 people at a time, not up to 12, which would be great. You can do that on Restream, I think. We have to be careful with stream safe music. No one can be in a queue. We can't measure and monitor how much someone might be using it. We can't schedule more easily. We can't queue people up. So like if someone can't get in, it just says, sorry, the backstage is full. And so they basically get kicked out and we have to kick somebody out or we have to cycle. So there's a lot of manual processes that we've worked through. But if a service was basically MakerDeck as a service, so I'm going to pitch. I've written it down. I'm going to pitch Theo because he needs to pivot. He needs to pivot fast and hard. And I'm not saying this would be cheap. I'm not. But I'm telling you, MakerDeck works. ATM automation to allow chat to focus on particular perspectives for certain periods of time so that you need to. Oh, really? That sounds interesting, Sam. Yeah, I'd be curious. Because, again, MakerDeck is 24/7. And we have to have directors babysit it 24/7 for semi-obvious reasons. Because everything's manual. Every single thing is manual. Bringing people in, cycling people, removing them. Like, there's nothing, we can't, set limitations. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard to do. It's really hard to work through. So yeah, I'd be curious to know, Atim. We can carry this on. Ping me on Discord. I think you've got me on Discord, yeah? Best automation tool. Oh, that's a desktop app. I don't know how well that would work. We don't use desktop. We use remote. See, we that's the problem. That's a desktop thing. It's got we can't use a desktop for we have to use something like StreamYard for MakerDeck. Which again, we got to work within the limitations because we don't want it tied to any one system. So it's definitely been manual. A lot of it's been manual. StreamYard, 24/7 StreamYard. And then when Twitch runs into a 48-hour reset, the stream resets. Sometimes there's a hiccup and we have to create a new StreamYard link. And we give that link to makers. We coordinate by way of Discord. Sam, let me put it this way. It works. Like, when I thought, I was like, okay, in coming up with the concept, I'm like, it can't be tied to a desktop. It's got to be a remote. Most people use it to chat. We can use it to chat, but it's got to be this. And here's how we're going to use it. The thing that excites me the most, Sam, is that we've proven the concept and it works. The challenge is there's no service that does what we want to do. Now, imagine if you wanted to launch your own MakerDeck for PC building. I don't know. You couldn't do it. You could do it. And by the way, there have been, I'm not going to say clones. There have been people who've done something very similar. And I'm not taking away from their spin on it, right? But they learn very quickly how difficult it is to do and how difficult it is to maintain and how manual a process it is. It's not easy and it's not straightforward. But when you've got a willing and able audience or community, they'll pick it up, right? And they'll run with it. So people have done something like it and used the same kind of tools to do something similar, but the tools, unfortunately, are just they're not built for that. StreamYard's built for like an hour chat and a cross-platform chat. We didn't want to do that. If only because we were going for partner. I'm like, no, let's just stick with Twitch. Could have launched it on YouTube, but YouTube, I do a YouTube live video every week now in the tech channel, so I'm still trying. Although the redirect stuff, I'm just like, huh? Where's the option? So anyway, so we're going to be raiding over to Chimeri tonight. Sam, go to bed. Ping me on Discord. I think you have my... Hang on, Sam. Let me make sure. Let me get you my... There we go. Copy. Here's my Discord. That's my handle. Need a check-in, check-out system. Speak to some friends. See if there's a way this can work. Generally thinking... Oh, there's a lot. But see, Sam, I feel it could be optimized, but I also want to build the service for other people. So I don't just want to use it. I want to build it. This is the product man. Let me put on my product manager cap, my entrepreneur cap, my creator, advocate cap. I don't just want to tell other people to do it. I want to help build it. You feel me? Do you feel me? I don't just want to tell it. I want to be a part of it. I want to have a hand in it. Do you feel me, Sam? That's what I want to do. That's what I've been doing, right? Or trying to do. So hopefully that frames it very well. Not accepting. What? Oh, because we have to be on a mutual server. It cuts down my spam. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll ping you on Twitter. Hang on. Here's my system. I have written down your name on a post-it note. This will annoy me until I take care of it. It probably won't be tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow with a fresh mind. But thank you for stopping in. We're gonna be raiding out. And again, Sam, thank you. Shout out. This is an unofficial shout out, but a true official shout out. Sam Woodall, a producer. Someone if you swing, I've lurked a lot. Like you go through OBS and you're saying, okay, now we're gonna do this. I'm like, I'm not saying you do it fast. I'm like, I can't. Like, I can handle like simple things, and I'm just like, okay, that's a lot. But oh, you followed MakerDeck. Thank you, Sam. It'll always be in your feed. It's always gonna be live, even at 3:30 in your morning. It'll always be there. Always. And I will always be there, just not always awake. We're raiding Chimeri tonight because we owe him one. Fellow Star Wars fan, playing some Pokemon. We'll love to have him on as a guest at some point. All right, no worries, Sam. You got it? You get it figured out? I got you. All right, yay. You are in. All right. I am waving. Hey, there we go. Done and done. Have a good night, Sam. Have a good night, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. We're Tusken raiding into Chimeri's channel. Feel free to use the Tusken Raider emote. Let's give a shout out to Chimeri. We'll see if he knows that we're give him some warning here. Tusken raiding. into Chimera here, fellow Star Wars fan Pokemoning. Maybe he can teach me a Pokemon thing, or I have a feeling Jedi, as she gets into it, is going to be teaching me a lot more. All right. Y'all ready for this? Thank you for hanging tonight. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for bearing with. Especially as you never really know what you're going to get with me. I'm kind of like a box of chocolates. Only fewer calories. Here we go. Tusken rating Chimera in 3, 2, 1. Use those emotes. Perillo raid. There we go.
We're trying to finish up this one in about 1 minute. I was gonna enter, but Chris!
Yeah!
Thank you for the raid,
Yeah!
man. Chris
Yeah!
Perillo,